welcome to San Francisco, California. It's my first time ever in the city by the bay. I've flown over her once when I went to the second last game of the Oakland Coliseum right across the bay, but this is my first time in the city proper. Today I'm primarily here to see my Mets take on the San Francisco Giants at Oracle Park, but before the game, I got a few hours to check out as many sites as I can, so this is 24 hours in San Francisco. See you tomorrow, love. San Francisco, Harvey Milk International Airport. Now I need to find the BART. Nicest tram stations I ever did see at an airport. Turn 1, take the red line to the Garage G and BART. Got it all to myself. So I didn't do my research well enough. I thought the Muni all-day pass that you can get on your phone would work for BART. It does not. So I had to pay extra for just the BART. But the Muni will work on the cable cars. At least it says it will.
Now moving out. Embarcadero.
My first stop today would be the Ferry Terminal Market. I really enjoy the various art vendors outside and that classic architecture that the Ferry building displays. Way smaller on the inside than I thought it would be, but the hall permeates with the scent of various delicious foods that are being freshly cooked. I am at Epicurean Trader. I got the Epic Breakfast Sandwich. Stole some of their Tabasco. Got a nice cold coffee. Beautiful view of the Bay Bridge and the bay itself. Liking San Francisco so far. I should have wore shorts. It's warmer than I thought it was going to be. Interesting flavor to it. There's a sauce in there I'm not familiar with. I hope there's no seafood or mushrooms in it. Didn't say it on the menu, so fingers crossed. Very good. Figures out. I love the water so much, so any city that's on the water I just adore. First Seattle, a week later here. I'm in heaven. Now I was on to my next activity, which was thankfully just up the block. This I've dreamt of my entire life. Riding on the outside of the trolleys in San Francisco. I first fell in love with trolleys through Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. In fact, one of my first toys was a handmade toy of the trolley from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood that my Uncle Frankie made me. He's a carpenter. When I saw on TV, probably through Rice Aroni, there were trolleys in San Fran. I was like, I want to do that. And here I am on the outside, about to take a ride up the hills. Very excited. of the cable car on Powell Street off California to go down there to Fisherman's Wharf. Mr. Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf. That's a good time to mention. A lot of what I know about San Francisco comes from watching Star Trek all my life. Real Star Trek, legacy Star Trek, not that new crap. But you know, Starfleet headquarters is here, Starfleet Academy, the Council for the United Federation of Planets. So it's just cool to like be here after 46 years almost of watching Star Trek pretty much every day of my life. Also, if you got anxiety watching me and others hanging out of the trolley, don't. It's a very smooth, slow, and easily gripped ride. That's me, the cramp. First time ever seeing her really with my own eyes. Amazing. I've heard about this pier for a while. I was just hoping to get a glimpse of just a few seals in their natural habitat, and well, Phil, you ever asked me what my spirit animal is? It's probably a seal. I would have been one of them my whole lives. Of course, if you ask most people that I know, they'd say that I yap like one of these guys. What was that? Wait, come again? What? Huh? Oh. Okay. No, your mother. So it's time to shoot my intro, and it went just about as well as it usually does, with all these strangers looking at me like I'm some kind of annoying wannabe influencer. My first time laying eyes on the Golden Gate Bridge, so I'm excited to see as many of the sights that I can. Shit, that sucked. If you've ever wondered what trying to get an artistic shot looks like when your cell phone camera won't focus, wonder no more. As I made my way back to the main part of the wharf, I came across this indie music video being shot, which just served to remind me of the hole that's in my soul at not being on set. I love shooting on location, and I have to get back to this. Also, if anyone knows who this artist is, let me know. I want to hear what the song actually was. Yeah, you tell me. So a little bit of a change of pace. I originally was kind of sad that I wasn't really going to get to go on the Golden Gate Bridge. I was just going to go up to the visitor center, like the Vista Point, to look at it. And then on Fisherman's Wharf, I was like, oh my God, there's a ferry that takes 1 hour, goes around Alcatraz, and underneath the bridge. So I'm going to get to see it that way. So here I am, Blue Gold Tours. There we go. Golden Gate Bridge like the Klingon Burner Parade, the HMS Bounty did. There's where Starfleet Academy is in the future. Alcatraz is a place that I feel deserves more reverence than a musical collage. Even from offshore, the aura of ghastliness the island radiates is palpable. I can't imagine what life in this prison was like. Alcatraz is a place that I have always wanted to see, and I considered visiting it today, but for now, seeing it up close and personal with several hundred current residents of the island is enough. Flies everywhere. So in my opinion, the Blue Gold Tour is worth it. It's $39 for 1 hour. It takes you underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, around Alcatraz, almost up to the Bay Bridge, see all of downtown. The only problem is the fucking flies. They're fucking everywhere. Once you get to Alcatraz, you're like swimming in flies. Other than that, it's great. So now when I get back to Fisherman's Wharf, I have two things on the agenda before I head over to Oracle Park. The first one is number one. San Francisco magnets. Which one? I like the trolley ones. I wish I want the Golden Gate as well. I think this is the one. Checks all the boxes. The fan is heaven. I walked around Pier 39 for a bit before it was time to make my way over to Oracle Park. Now, I had planned to take mass transit to the ballpark, hoping that it would be on a classic vehicle such as this, but alas, my spoiled ass just lifted over to China Basin Park to start my Oracle Park review. Before I got started with the review, I was greeted by a mariachi band, which, if you know me, you know that I love live mariachi music. And now it's time to be looked on funny again as I messed up my next intro. Oracle Park, considered to be one of the cathedrals of the game. Nope, that's not it. I eventually got it, and here's a preview of the video linked above. For Oracle Park, I go hop on the ferry to take me to Alameda, where I'll get an Uber to go to the Oakland airport to sit for longer than I expected, because this game only took 2.5 hours until my flight at 5:15 in the morning. The airport doesn't even, security doesn't even open until 3 a.m. So I'm just gonna be sitting in the lobby trying to catch some Z's. But it's well worth it. Look at this beautiful park. Oh, now I'm across the bay in Alameda. I know that, but where is Alameda? Trekkies get it. All right, I just ordered an Uber, waiting. I did the wait and save, so hoping I get to Oakland Airport within the next half hour, and hopefully security is still open because they close at a certain point. I'd like to be in the main terminal instead of the lobby while I nap for 7 hours. But this was a day well spent. 18,000 steps so far. Feet are killing me. I'm sweaty. I'm tired. Should have worn shorts, but well worth it. I am truly blessed to be able to do this. I love it. I love it. All by myself. Don't wanna be. I mean, they're over there. Please, oh please, security be open. Well, they were open. I got the security, now I can sleep by the gate and just chill in a very uncomfortable airport chair. But you know what? That's fine. It's a small but nice airport. I'm good. Here we go. Before I tried to nap, I heard the announcement for the last Southwest flight to Vegas for the night that was currently boarding. I didn't book that flight originally because had the game lasted as long as a typical baseball game usually does, I wouldn't have made the flight. But my luck would have it that the game barely lasted 2.5 hours. So I raced over to the gate and tried to get on standby, but no luck. It would have been like paying for an all-new flight, and saving as much money as possible is exactly why I didn't get a hotel for the night. So it was back to the seats. Just me and one other dude in this empty, absolutely freezing terminal. Finally, the scarce lounger chairs opened up and I was able to catch some Z's.
Attention all concourse, this will serve as a final boarding call for Southwest Airlines.
Oh, it looks so bad. I've been up since 3:30 yesterday. 7 hours later, I was making the 1 hour and 5 minute trip back to Vegas. And it was at this point where I realized that this would be my last time flying into Las Vegas as a local. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can't wait to get back east, to get back home. But still, there's something rather bittersweet about this. There's my beautiful love. Alessia the Cara. Get it? It's for the reason that I just mentioned that made this day trip extra significant for me. After 5 years of living in Vegas, San Francisco was the final major West Coast city on my bucket list to visit before I head back out to the East Coast. She's a city I've longed to see for the majority of my life, and I'm so glad that I saved her for last. I will cherish this long, hot, gorgeous, fun, and soul-enriching day.
Feels like we're on our own, with dreams we kept for so long. All I ever dream of is a trip to
Francisco. Thank you. And